My name is Celeste, and I'm super excited to welcome you guys to our business event today, Illuminate Your Life. I'm excited and honored to be hosting this special event today, sharing some incredible stories with you guys and some real talk on how we are building abundance, success in our lives through our incredible vehicle, allowing us to really live life on our terms, whilst creating financial stability, freedom, flexibility, vitality when it really comes to our health and lifestyle. So for those of you who I haven't met before, my name is Celeste and I'm based in regional WA. I'm a FIFO wife, a mum of two, and I've been a part of this beautiful community now for several years. And I'm really excited to share with you guys, how this business and community has changed my life and that of my two friends joining me here today, Brian and Sarah. I really want to encourage you guys to tune in today with an open mind and heart, the same open mind that I had 7.5 years ago when this opportunity was presented to me. And if anything, I hope that we inspire you to take action on your financial future, your health, or both. So a little bit about our collective. We are heart-driven people from all walks of life, which makes it so fun. And our mission is to really make living healthy simple. Our vision and mission is to help people live well, eat well, move well, supplement well. And we will touch base on our health mission a little bit more in a while. And, we really help women, professional women, men, busy mums earn an extra income stream around their children, their jobs, life, just by following a simple system. And we have women and men here creating really inspirational side hustles. We have business owners who really want a financial safety net. We have women who, know the power of social media and new age business, and people who want to grow and earn money along the way and have lots of fun as well. So this business came into my life when I became a new mum. It was a new season of life. And if I'm honest with you guys, I was feeling really lost. I felt like I was doing life a lot on my own as a FIFO mum and wife. I often felt really isolated and I was really craving something more connection, more fun. And being really transparent again, my marriage was really rocky at the time during this season of life. So I guess I was, feeling like I needed some stability and some financial independence. That was something that was always really important to me. So after returning to my job when maternity leave was up, I realized very quickly that the 9 to 5 wasn't the right fit for me and my family. And it wasn't really what I had envisioned when becoming a parent, feeling so torn between wanting to contribute financially, but also missing out on time with my little girl. So when a friend who was also a new mum, she shared with me how she had found a way to not return to her job, creating an income whilst making an impact. And I was immediately intrigued. After watching an event very similar to this, I felt so drawn to this inspiring and uplifting community of women and men. Because again, that was something that I was really lacking. It was that kind of positivity in my world at the time. So I got my questions answered and I got started. And for the first couple of years in this space, I loved the growth that I'd experienced. I loved creating a nice income whilst, being at home, and it was a meaningful income to, give me a bit of play money for something for myself whilst being a stay-at-home mum. But then, we were really faced with a dark time during the pandemic. My husband lost his job and he couldn't work for 16 months. And it was at that time that this business became a vital income source for me and my family. And that was a choice in that moment that so many other families didn't have. So this, being my plan B, very quickly became our family's plan A. And this business is something I'll be eternally grateful for. Today, I'm my happiest, healthiest self. I've been able to raise my babies who are now 8 and 5, whilst being at home and building an income and a business around them. And I've been able to grow so much. This woman I am today, I barely recognize her. It's been, 7.5 years since I've stepped foot back into a traditional job, but it's really been the time that I've been gifted back through this business, which is invaluable. And now I get to spend my days helping others, making a difference, but doing it in my own time. I'm my own boss. I have flexibility and freedom to live life in a way that feels good to me, putting my family, my health at the top of our priority list every single day. So I'm really excited now to introduce you to my friend Brian, who's going to share a bit more about his journey and the power of building a leveraged income through this new age business.
Awesome, Celeste. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Brian Marsh. Celeste, you need to spotlight me. Yeah, my name is Brian Marsh, and I've been in this business now for, you know what? It's nearly 9 years. In about a month, 3 weeks' time, it'll be 9 years since I got started with Juice Plus. It wasn't my idea to get started. It was my wife's idea to get started. Fiona, she was a stay-at-home mum. Prior to that, she worked as a primary school teacher. And before that, she worked for Emirates Airlines. So as we were starting out our relationship, she was living in Melbourne and then moved overseas to Dubai for a couple of years. And I kind of encouraged her to come home so we could start a family. I had another traditional business that I was working in at the time that I still have, actually. And it was time for her to come home, us to have kids. She fell back into her career as a primary school teacher, and then she became a stay-at-home mum for about 7 or 8 years. And it just got to a point where she wanted more out of life. She was kind of sick and tired of just being at home and not contributing. So we looked at lots of different online businesses. My background's IT and marketing. So we looked at the drop shipping, we looked at Amazon stores, we looked at creating our own e-commerce stores, and nothing really grabbed our attention. In fact, we also looked at buying a coffee shop franchise. The thing was, it was $350,000 just to buy the franchise. And when we looked at the numbers, you were just really buying a job. And they were projecting it would take 5 years just to pay down the debt of $350,000. So that didn't make a lot of sense to us. And the other part of those franchises, when you look at any of the bigger franchises or the more traditional franchises, you actually have to work in them. You can't just buy them and let them sit there and just make you money. You actually have to show up. And so for Fiona and I, working like it was contracted, I believe, 50 hours a week to be a part of that coffee shop franchise, it wasn't for us. And so we kept looking, and Fiona saw friends of ours that had started a new online business. And we used to train at their health and fitness studios. If you've ever been at a gym, you'll see the busiest times of the day are 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then evenings at like dinner time. So owning a gym or being a PT doesn't really help that family situation. But we saw a big change in their life. We saw that they were walking their kids to school. We saw that their lifestyle had changed, that they were spending more time with their kids. So Fiona was really curious, and she reached out to them. I was not. I was super skeptical when I heard that it was network marketing. And I'd never been involved in network marketing, but I probably had listened to people that had not done any research. And so I was a bit of a fool and naive, and I suppose just didn't get my questions answered, and I had other opportunities because other people had built amazing network marketing businesses, but wasn't for me. Until my wife dragged me along to the meeting, and we had questions, and I got those questions answered. And it was really a bit of a mind-opening moment, because I saw this powerful business model that could not just help us, but help the people around us. See, in my traditional business, we're IT and marketing, and I couldn't help my family. I couldn't help other people get jobs or build careers or them earn money, because they had to have had a certain skill set. Whereas what we found with network marketing, especially with the Juice Plus business model, that you didn't need those skills. You didn't need any skills. We actually were taught everything from day one. So that objective or objection of, I need to be a certain person, I need to have certain following, or I need to be all of this is not true, because from day one, you were given the roadmap, the playbook to succeed, the playbook to make any amount of money you wanted. And in that meeting that we had, I was asked the question, for this business to be worthwhile, this franchise, Juice Plus franchise to be worthwhile, what would you like to be earning? And my wife and I spoke about it, and it was to kind of match the income that we were making in our other business. And that was multiple six figures. And we had a timeline of 3 years. I'm going to share a little bit of my journey in a moment, but my background is I've been in business. So I thought to myself, if it's possible to match my earnings in this other business, this franchise, this Juice Plus franchise, should it take 3 years? And for us, it took a year. We were very focused on creating an income to impact other people. And what do I mean by that? I mean by my family joined, my brothers, sisters, our friends, our best friends joined. Like we created a community in here and helped everyone succeed. Was it anything to do with me? No, it was a system that we bought. And that's the unique part about a franchise is you're buying a system that creates the success. All we needed to do was show up, learn, follow the people that have been above us, the people that have been before us. And those were the people that were living the life we wanted to live. So we all like, you've done it before, let's go, show us the way. And we played full out, and everything they told us to do, we did, and it blew up for us. But my journey, if I kind of think about my journey over the last 25 years, I like to think of Robert Kiyosaki. Oh, you can't see it. I'm going to have to kill the background. Sorry, guys. No background for you or for me. Well, let's go to none. There you go. Hope my background is presentable. Yep, it's good. I like to think of Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. This cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki has a book, has videos, has games on it. When we think about this cash flow quadrant, this is not about judgment. This is about an self-analysis of where you're at, because Robert teaches you there's 4 different parts of the quadrant of where you can make money. Some people are making money in all parts of the quadrant, okay, which is awesome. Some people are just in one part of the quadrant. I want to give you the roadmap or a blueprint to get where I think is a better, if you'll agree, better part of living. For me, I started as an employee, straight out of school, didn't know what I wanted to do, loved IT, didn't think about going to university, started as a storeman, just fell into it, but got sick and tired of it. Why did I get sick and tired of it? Because I was also madly passionate about basketball and needed to take time off to coach basketball, but I couldn't get the time off all the time. So I'm like, this kind of sucks. And then I had an opportunity to go to university and study IT. And whilst I was at university, I started a business, which really was just me doing work for other people. So I really was self-employed. The problem with these 2 parts of this side of the quadrant, it's linear income, which means that I've got to give up something to earn something. It's give and take. I do an hour's worth of work and I get paid for it, which means that I'm always giving up something. And later in life, that means I'm giving up time. Instead of spending it with my family and my kids, I'm now just giving up time to earn money. There has to be more to life than that, right? You have to give something up on this side. Traditionally, this is, if you think about it, the tradie that masters a craft, maybe a plumber, and then he goes, okay, well, I'm sick of working for you. I've done my apprenticeship, I want to work for myself. But really what you're doing is just buying a job, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you stop working on this side of the quadrant, you stop earning, which means that you're swapping time for money, which means that, think about here, you've got 4 weeks holiday, you've got 10 sick days. What happens if something goes wrong? What happens if you need to spend more time with your family? You're in a bit of trouble, right? So what happened for me is I did see a way in my traditional business too, to kind of leverage other people's time or leverage the business model. And for me, through my traditional business, it means I had to bring employees on, right? I had to build a team on. And that became a kind of bit of a problem because if I wasn't ready and I didn't have the mindset for it, having to big team meant there's a lot of hassles with it. But nearly 9 years ago, what I bought, or my wife and I bought, was a franchise with the Juice Plus business, okay? And what I fell in love with compared to my traditional business was that when you buy a franchise, everything's done for you. It's a turnkey business. You don't have to come up with the products. They're already done. You're going to hear about them soon. Everything, the sales and marketing, everything's done for you. All you need to do is show up and do the work that they're going to teach you to do. And the best thing about that is that for the people that are showing you what to do, they're living the life and have created what you want to create. And it only works for them if it works for you, which means that they're showing up with your best interest. In my traditional business, I've hired coaches and strategists, but with those coaches and strategists, they still get paid whether it works or it doesn't work. In our business, the people that taught me how to build this business, they only got paid when it worked for me. Big difference. And so with this business, The ultimate goal is to become an investor. Use the cash flow, and there's a fair bit of it in our business if you build it right, to invest in assets that continue to pay you for the rest of your life. This part of the quadrant is linear income. This part is leveraged income, all right, because you're leveraging assets or people or a business model. On this side of the quadrant, if I stop working, I continue to be paid. On this side of the quadrant, I stop working, I stop being paid. Very different. And the last thing I'll leave you with before I share something else cool about our business is that on this part of the quadrant, how do you earn more money? You do more, give up more. On this part of the quadrant, how do you earn more money? You work smarter, harder, smarter. Which side of the quadrant do you want to be on? Again, this is not about judgment. This is just about showing you a different way. I'm just going to get my eraser thing. Of a progression, a blueprint of somewhere you want to get to. No one's got it right from day one. When's the best time to start? 10 years ago. When's the second best time to start? Today. Okay, when we think about it. We're going to quickly wrap this up before I hand it over to Sarah. Okay, is that the other thing I loved about our business model is the way we get paid. Now, there's 8 or 9 different ways we get paid, but I focus on 3 to keep it really simple. Okay, the first way that we get paid is commissions. When we sell the product, which is the real hero in this business model, when we sell the product or we recommend the product or we live life and people ask us questions about it, when we sell the product, we get paid between 10 and 25% commission. How do you get 25% commission? I got to a point, it's like a game, okay? When you get to that point, you are earning up to 25%. That was in my 2nd month in this business, which means that when I shared this product with a customer and they purchased Juice Plus and they decided to repeat the order, put it on a reoccurring order every 4 months, I continued to get paid 25% commission for the life of the customer. Now, if I'm doing this event live and I've got an audience, there's usually people in the audience that have been on the product for 25 years. Imagine for a second, you have one conversation with someone, they purchase Juice Plus, and you're continuing to be paid for the next 25 years on that product. That's unique. That's a unique business model. That's a unique commission structure, okay? That's one of the best ways we get paid. The second way we get paid is bonuses. It's kind of the now money. It's up to $120-something thousand in bonuses that are available. I've maxed that out. In my first year, it was somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000 in bonuses. Those bonuses are paid direct to me, but also there is bonuses that are on the table for helping other people. Again, business, think about this from a business point of view. When you start something, one of your biggest fears is you don't know what to do. Who's going to show you? Who's going to be there? Who's going to support you? The people above you, the people that are mentoring you and coaching you are only earning money when it works for you. That's why they're in the trenches with you. That's why you're not by yourself. That's why they've got your hands and they're pulling you, right? Because they can see what this is going to be like for you, what life can be like, right? This is the compensation plan that we get to play with. And then the third way, which I love to talk about, is performance bonus. It's a bit technical of a word. I like to think of it, well, people like to think of it as beach money. I like to think of it as caravanning money. What does it mean? It means that as you build your team, as you build your business, which we show you and teach you and be there for you, and every step of the way, you're earning a commission, a percentage on top of your team's performance, which means that the more team that your team bring into Juice Plus, their vision of what they want to make, the more money you make, okay? This here is the leveraged income. This here is that part of the cash flow quadrant. The B, the part we talked about, this here sets you up for life because this is the money you get to set your life and build your life around. What does that mean? It means it's reoccurring every month. It means that I can go to the bank and go, look, this is what my business is doing. I want to borrow, I want to buy a house, I want to buy whatever. That's what you get to do on this. I call it caravanning money because when we are caravanning, or if you want it to be beach money, whatever you want to call it, When I'm at the beach or when I'm caravanning, I'm still earning money in this business. We've got team in New Zealand, Canada, America, UK. As they're building their business, we're still earning money. I'm asleep when some of them are working. All right. When some of them are building their dreams. And that's the unique part of network marketing. It's the unique part of the Juice Plus business model. Okay. Our company's been around for 50 plus years. The products have been around for 30 plus years. It's stood the test of time. It's been through multiple recessions. It isn't going anywhere. Like, this is what I get to build my life around. And I'll leave you on that last bit, or two things. One is that when you make a decision around a business, you need to be thinking 5, 10, 15 years ahead, because I'm building something now that I want to be paid for the next 10, 15, 20 years through my retirement years. I don't see myself retiring. I see myself doing what I love to do right now, which means that's forever. Right? Retirement. Why would you want to retire when you're at the peak of your knowledge and you got to take your knowledge out of the workforce? No, you find something, you retire into a business that you love. And that's the first thing. And the second thing is, when we think back to that coffee shop franchise that was $350,000, and they were saying it was 5 years to be cash flow positive. In our business, for the most of the people that join and are ready to go, like, want to make something of this, they're cash flow positive in the first month. They're earning more money in their first, let's say, second month than it does the cost to get started. And Sarah's going to talk about this promotion we've got on at the moment. Okay. But you could be cash flow positive in your first month. They projected 5 years to do the $350,000. We earned more of that in our first 1 to 2 years. All right. And it was only less than $100 to get started. I didn't have to outlay $350,000. Big difference. Big difference. Sarah, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Brian. Honestly, every time I hear about our business model, I just fall more and more in love with it. And I know what side of the cash quadrant I want to be on. And that is exactly why I said yes to this business. It will be 8 years as of Valentine's Day in February. And I can't believe how much that's flown. Celeste, can you just make sure that you've pinned me? Thank you. So a little bit about me and how I stumbled across this business. And it was online. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Dean, and I currently live in Perth with my husband, who is French, and our two little curly-haired girls. We've just actually gotten back from a 6-week trip in France, which was absolutely amazing, and I'm still defrosting. But I actually learned about this business online, which most of us do at the moment now, because business is changing. I found it from just a post that my friend was doing online. And I actually was she was living in Abu Dhabi at the time. I went and stopped there. She spoke to me about this opportunity, and I was just like, yes, straight away. It just spoke to all of my values. So now I had worked in the corporate office environment in mining and construction, and it was really toxic. There was lots of men and big egos, and it was kind of like a dog-eat world. I'm not sure if anyone else can relate, but I knew that I just wasn't fulfilling my life's purpose. I never really got excited about, sitting at a desk all day looking at spreadsheets. I was commuting, so I was working really long hours, like 10 to 12-hour days. So the weekend would come for me, and I was exhausted. I was emotionally drained from all the office politics. I was a flat, tired, uninspired version of myself. And that was a ripple effect into my life. I wasn't looking after myself at all. So the thought of doing that over and over for the next, 40 to 50 years suffocated me. So I saw this post and it really caught my interest. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. But when I first started, I really progressed and realized that this could really be the vehicle to my freedom. I wanted to help other women like me know that there is another way. Imagine if you could earn an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. What could that mean to you and your family? More financial security, less stress and worry about the rising costs of living. In the beginning, this money was used for just, my play money, my hair, my nails, all the fun stuff that women need extra money for. But now it contributes to our mortgage from all of the interest rates rises. And I haven't had to go back to work and trade time for money to be able to do that. And I want more women, especially, to have more choices and know that there is another way. Since starting this business, like almost 8 years ago now, I've been able to up-level my own health, help make an impact, travel without asking my boss for annual leave, which I never had enough of, the personal growth, feel inspired again, and truly feel like I've found my people, especially there's people on this call right now. I love you guys. And we just get to work from our phone in those stolen moments around the kids. And the best part about what we do here is that we get to bring other beautiful women and men along the way. And that's the best part about this business, is the emotional revenue that we get from helping other women and men pursue their goals and their dreams. Now, I know that at the moment, Juice Plus has a very special deal on our partner sign-up fees. Normally, it's only $55 a month, but we have a very special deal, and it's only $27.50 to get your business in a box. So reach out to the person that's invited you here to get your questions answered. It's a very special promotion, and you don't want to miss out. Now, with every great business, there is a great product and program. In addition to our programs, we have incorporated a range of nutrition support products to really help our clients get the edge when it comes to their health goals. And the products that we chose to align with is Juice Plus. Now, Juice Plus is, I'm just going to pull the label up. Can you see that? Now, the reason that we have aligned with this company is because it meets our whole foods philosophy. They're all natural, vegan, safe for everyone, and they just meet our strict philosophy of having foods that are closest to their natural state as possible. The secret is in our whole food powders in the capsules, fruits, vegetables, berries, growing to peak ripeness. Big thing is, just off the shelves at Coles, or if you go and pick up your fruits and vegetables from any supermarket, they're not peaked at ripeness. Ours are juiced, the sugar and water components taken out, and when you are left with this beautiful powder that is absorbed into your bloodstream within 3 to 5 minutes. What I love about the label is that there is only food and no chemicals or anything I don't know. There is things like broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, kale, lemon peel, rice bran, acerola, cherry. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not getting that variety into my diet every day. So this is my insurance policy. Me and my family have been on this product now for almost 8 years. I turned 40 last year, and my health has never been better. The other product that we have are our beautiful omegas. They're really good for postnatal depletion in mums, and I swear by them for our skin, hair, nails, helping reduce inflammation in the body. I pop these into my kids' smoothies, and they're really good for brain development and our emotional state as well. Then the third product that we have, and we only have 3 to go alongside our programs, are our complete protein. Once again, these are all vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy free, like all of our products. And these are very high quality plant grade protein. And what I love about them is that we call them our complete, is because you get a complete balance of protein, carbs, fats, and it's just a great smoothie booster. So you can have these as a shake and take, but I use these as a booster in our family smoothies. It has also has lots of extra veggies that are ground down in them as well. So my kids think that they're just having a chocolate, thick shake, but they're getting things like broccoli and kale and quinoa into their diet, which is, I love that. So for anyone to get access to our programs, they just have a prerequisite that they must have at least one order of our products, and in essence they get the program for free. The reason that we integrate the two is for so long, and especially on my health journey over the years, but when someone usually wants to start their wellness journey, they ask lots of questions about, what do I need to eat? How do I move? How do I supplement? So we really have just taken the confusion and the fuss out. So that's our beautiful products and program and my story. I'm going to hand it back over to Celeste now. Thank you so much, Celeste.
Thank you, Shorty. I'm going to try and remove this pin. Thanks, guys. Back to me now. I love hearing you guys share about all the incredible parts about our business. Now, some of this has been already touched on today, but now that you've heard a bit more about our health mission, and what we're really about, I'd love to wrap this call up just by touching a little bit more on our simple system. I know that Brian did cover a bit of this off, and, this vehicle that really allows us to elevate our health, elevate our life and create more of the things that we want. So Juice Plus is our online vehicle here. And when you become a partner, you receive your own online office, your own website, access to all of our success systems, which Brian touched on, training, social media guidance, personal development coaching, and so much support. Our head office is actually based in Newcastle, Australia, and they offer incredible support too. They handle all the payments, the shipping, the warehousing, so all the heavy lifting is really done for you. And it just means as partners that we can spend more time doing what we love and helping others. Like Brian mentioned, that playbook, the how-to, it's mapped out for you. There's no monthly minimums and no pressure, which I really loved. And you get to do this at your own pace. Sarah touched on it too. Generally, our partnerships are $55 a year. And right now it's 50% off, making it such an incredible time to get started. For $27.50, you're getting everything we've talked about in those systems. And it's just phenomenal what you get inside this space for that. Now, if you're feeling inspired right now, maybe something's ignited inside you, maybe that flame that had gone out, I really urge you to touch base with the person who invited you to come along today to get your questions answered. And that's really it from us today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful weekend, and we hopefully see you inside our community soon.